And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The city of New Orleans, really a sight to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight. Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation NBA basketball. And tonight, we'll see the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Williamson.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Hood in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Now here is Holiday. Favors controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is...
Really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Portland. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, and that's got to be annoying to them. I mean, work hard to get to the line, but fail to capitalize.
Here's Holiday following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Holiday, the pass to Ball. Basket, good.
Remarkable at sizing up screen and rolls. Ball, he has a knowledge of how to break down the defense. It's special.
Now here's Lillard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Holiday kicks to Ball. For the 3. Offensive rebound. He doesn't hit that one. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. McCollum against Holiday. Three-pointer, Lillard. Pelicans pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
They just had nothing going for them. They look very defeated out there.
Here is Lillard following Lonzo Ball's three. Anthony down low, and it's Williamson with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Ball. Rebounded by McCollum.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Here's Lillard. Here's Anthony. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. The wide open look here for Holiday. Sinks the triple.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here's Lillard. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. McCollum passes to Anthony, and it's in there.
And it's not easy. He does a nice job threading the needle in these sets.
Here's Holiday. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Anthony, and it's blocked.
Well, what I love about Williamson, I mean, sure, he can get up, but it's the timing of the jump that makes him special as a rim protector.
And it's Ingram missing. Who's back up? Up again.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard left side. Now here's Anthony. He's covered closely over Williamson. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight. New Orleans leading by 6. Holiday surveying the floor.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
The first free throw is good.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Lillard. Outside Anthony. "13 feet away." That one good for 2. Anthony's got 6. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Here's Lillard. After Drew Holiday's score, Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Got a piece of it. Lillard attacking. The shot comes out, so the Pelicans will take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So we're going to say they're going to be familiar with each other, huh? But even so, these teams will learn about each other tonight, so much changes from year to year.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
New Orleans leading by 8. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Jacks up a 3, and it's Ball that time on the assist by Holiday. That's now 8 points for Lonzo Ball.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. This year comes in for Anthony. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's McCollum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
One of the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA, C.J. McCollum. I mean, you wonder, though, would he be even better lined up as a point guard? I'm not sure. But his defense has been his shortcoming. At 6'3", his size is better suited for the one.
The throw good, McCollum. See, Webb, you think about McCollum as a point guard. His assists have dropped 3 seasons running.
Yeah, Kevin, but that's because his role on this team is to score. I mean, he's so skilled. He can get other guys involved, but you want him putting it in the bucket. Who's a better option than him besides Dame Lillard? On another team, though, with the chance to start at point guard, I wouldn't mind seeing that adjustment.
Chris, a lot of expectations, high expectations when you're the #1 overall pick in the draft. You know it well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's something that I wanted. Derek Coleman was from Detroit, and 2 years earlier, he was the #1 pick, and I'd always been a fan of his, so I felt like he was passing the baton, and I had to kind of do what he did. And then Shaquille O'Neal was Rookie of the Year before myself and the #1 pick. And so for me, I looked at it as, a pretty big weight, but the honor was more than the weight, and I was honored to be picked #1, and I relished in that, and I had great teammates that allowed me to flourish in that role.
And he sinks the second.
Last season, Kevin, the Blazers making the conference finals for the first time in almost 2 decades. We didn't think they'd make it out the first round after the injury to their center, Yusuf Nurkic.
Here's Hezonja. They get it back. Pass to Simons. Back to Whiteside. Shot clock at 5. There's the pass to Hezonja. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. See Webb Nurkic with that nasty leg injury in late March. That's the second time in 3 seasons that he'd suffered an injury right before the playoffs.
Oh, Kevin, that injury was so gruesome, and it happened in the midst of his best season so far. I mean, he was becoming that third-star caliber player that they needed. But they're hoping this time they'll hit the playoffs at full strength.
The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He's off on the first. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And the Blazers, one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, their guards can make most any shot. And they've got some glass eaters to chase down any misses.
Now here's Okafor. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Redick for 3, and again New Orleans with the triple.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
And the Blazers rely on their guards in McCollum and Lillard to generate, Chris, a lot of their offense.
You're sometimes right, Kevin, and it can even be to a fault at times. I mean, they need more offense from their front court. Guys who can pound the ball inside and generate some easy offense around the rim.
Here's McCollum. Hezonja finds Whiteside. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. Whiteside trying to break free.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Hart, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
He misses the free throw. That one misses.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
Redick for 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Simon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for C.J. McCollum. He's putting up about 17 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
So he can't get either to fall. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far. But, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address. But I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Like the Clippers of a year ago. They look like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr. Barmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in.
Here's Redick. Portland making their last shot. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Jackson kicks to Okafor. Pass to Redick. Now Jackson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony, the pass to Hazanya. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pelicans. Leading by 12. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
It's McCollum on the wing. And Okafor with the block. They get it back. Another shot. McCollum, no good. Pelicans leading by 14. Jackson in the corner. There's the triple. Traps in the tray. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Lasagna, the pass to Whiteside. Redick against McCollum. Drilled from 11 feet out. McCollum's got his third basket of the night.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
And here's Jackson. He's got 5. Outside, Redick. Passes it to Hart. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. McCollum finds Anthony, and they pick up 2. He's got 8.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Here's Hart. Portland grabs the miss. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Trailblazers lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, just a few spots below there.
And for the Trailblazers, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
Jackson misses. Trailblazers trail by 13. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. McCollum dishes to Whiteside. Back to McCollum. Second shot opportunity. And Portland turns it over again. So both teams changing it up here. Seven seconds left to play in the first quarter. Redick inside the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Redick's got 7 points in the game.
Such a pure-looking shot. I mean, you give Redick any airspace to get this off, you'll regret it.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Pelicans ahead, up by 15. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Portland with the ball, down by 15. They've got E'Twaun Moore. Okafor out there with Hayes. And there's Jackson, and it's Redick in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Well, he came into the league out of Duke, already a great shooter and a great scorer. But J.J. Redick has made himself into a quality all-around player.
Yeah, he's never going to be an all-defensive selection. I mean, get that straight. But he does put in work, and he puts enough work in to hold his own at that end of the floor.
Hood, the pass to Nurkic. McCollum with the ball. Anthony in the corner. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Such a wide open look.
Evolving his game over time. That's what's going on. I mean, look, this demonstrates growth. Nurkic looking willing to challenge himself with these shots.
Now here's Redick. His last outing, he had 8 points. Stolen by McCollum. To the paint. Out to Hood. Outside Anthony. Over Hayes. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's now 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Jackson. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Pass to Nurkic. Okafor comes in with the double team. Clock at 4. Hood dishes to Lillard. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. New Orleans leading by 11. Jackson looking around. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Hood.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for New Orleans. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And then Okafor slams it in.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the two guys that are on my mind, they definitely could have talked trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those two guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, well, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too, while they were talking.
You couldn't hide a smile either. They start getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you themselves after they missed the shot. They would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. Lillard against Ball, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Favors against Lillard. Here's Nurkic. That one off the back iron and out. Pelicans leading by 11. Here's Ball. Nice D from Lillard. They get it back. Williamson kicks to Favors. Shoots over Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the first one at the line is good. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Lillard. Ezier trying to break free and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you think about a franchise player, it's hard to find a better example than Damian Lillard. His play, his presence, Kevin. He's one of the most important players in Blazers franchise history.
And he can't get the first one. Chris, you were talking about the presence of Lillard. Very cool and always composed.
Oh, Kevin, I love Damian Lillard. I mean, he's from Oakland. He has that town toughness. He's got that dog in him. I mean, he speaks softly and carries a big stick.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Lillard outside. He kicks it to Nurkic. That one, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. Here's Hart. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Portland with the rebound. Put on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Here's McCollum. Yep, it counts. McCollum's got 11 points.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Holiday goes in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Skal Labissière.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
No good on that one. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
The NBA will play a regular season game in Paris for the first time. Hornets and Bucks. Chris, you're planning to be there for that, aren't you?
Such a beautiful city. Can't wait. And think about all our players from France that are here now that are doing such great things in the NBA. It's going to be awesome for them to get to go home and do it in front of their families.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Hart. Pelicans keep it alive, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
On the free throw, no good.
And with their struggles at the line this quarter, that free throw percentage has dropped down to about 55%. That's not going to get it done.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
Hart the pass to Favors. He dishes it to Holiday. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, he's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift. How about his hands? And then we all know how it ends.
And the pass to McCollum. Over Favors. McCollum, no good.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now here's Ingram. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Six to shoot. Favors trying to break free, and it's Ingram missing. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 13-point game. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Thursday, They head out on the road to face the Suns in Phoenix. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Now here's Williamson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him. This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
For the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Hezonja comes in for Hood. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 15. Hezonja on the wing. He tries for three. They grab their own miss. Whiteside kicks to Hezonja. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Here's Whiteside, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pelicans leading by 15. Holiday with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against Golden State. He misses his third shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Lillard dishes to Labissiere. Releases. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. And stolen by Hezonja. And now Portland on the break. Here's Simons. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? Instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Portland making their last shot. Pass to Hart. Softly drops in the floater. Hart's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, man, a solid score. You give Hart shots like these, he's ready to capitalize.
Lillard looking around. Hezonja's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 15. Here's Ingram. Favors trying to break free. Here's Williamson. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way!
Yeah, and you feel like Williamson can do this almost any time he wants. The strength, the athleticism. It's next level.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
And that one misses. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Here's Simons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Here's Hart. With the floater, that one doesn't go. Now Portland takes it the other way.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now here is Holiday. 16 points for him. A rebound by Simons.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Here's Lillard. Pelicans pull it in.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Here's Hart. Ingram outside. 6 on the shot clock. That one misses. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Lasagna the pass to Simons. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
He's made only 2 free throws, not shooting well from the line.
And his performance at the stripe hasn't been what I'd call outstanding in this game so far.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the free throw, no good. Pelicans leading by 13. It's Redick on the wing. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first half. Offensive rebound, and Hayes kicks to Redick. Passes to Okafor. A second chance effort. And then Okafor slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it.
Here's Simons following the score by New Orleans. Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. Kicks it to Okafor. Redick against Lillard. Puts it up from 12. The shot by Redick, no good. Trailblazers trail by 15. Lillard outside. Hazonia with the ball. Hayes on him. And Okafor with the block. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
Great teammate. You can tell Redick has no issues giving up the ball to his guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Simons. It's good from about 19 feet. Simons has got 8 here in the quarter. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. Redick passes to Okafor. Redick against Lillard. Okafor kicks to Redick. Tipped away. 5 to shoot. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. What a game it's been for Drew Holiday. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
Well, you have to be impressed with Drew Holiday. Few guards go harder to the bucket. He's also become a major threat from distance. So far, he's been the catalyst for the offense.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 15. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Lillard in at the 1, 4 on the shot clock. Here's Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors has got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's Ingram on the wing. Lillard against Jackson. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Lillard. And the Trailblazers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. Damian Lillard, 3rd.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. That free throw good from Lillard.
And one thing you talk about with Lillard, great at all times, but absolutely lethal in the clutch.
Ball's checked in for Frank Jackson. He doesn't get the second one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Lillard with no one around. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Lillard's got 11.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and this opened things up for him.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Lillard attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 13.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
Pass to Favors. Ingram outside. Tries from 16. They get it again. Williamson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, this is your challenge defensively. How do you stop Williamson without fouling?
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, I mean, what everyone loves about Williamson, already an international star. And I love it because he remains humble and grateful for what he has.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so here is New Orleans. Ball feeling it out a bit. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Lonzo Ball. 5th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Now here is Holiday. He's got 16. Count that one. Holiday's got 18 points in the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Feeds to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now Ball. He's got 8. Ingram up top. The pass to Holiday. He kicks the ball. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Knocked loose. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And so Hood will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 14.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. One and done at UCLA. How about second overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Lays it up off the glass. Greg, you talk about the hype for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he's scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
Here's Lillard. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. McCollum, no good. Inside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Holiday. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lillard. Now the dish to Carmelo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Derek Favors. For Portland, they have really been struggling with their free throws. Only made 5. More misses than makes so far.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And that one misses. Labissiere is checked in for Portland. He hits the second from the line. And here is Ball. He's got 8. Ingram outside. Back to Ball. Outside Favors. It's tipped. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Anthony. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. They get Derek Favors. The Trailblazers have really struggled at the line in this one. Well under 50% so far. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. So it's the Pelicans now. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Back to Holiday. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Here's Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw. That free throw missing. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for Drew Holiday. And the second free throw, good. Pelicans leading by 13. Here's Hart. He feeds it to Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guys.
Here's McCollum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That free throw, no good.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little used reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me?
Good on the second free throw. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They lead by 14. Pass to Hart. Now Okafor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic. The Pelicans have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Okafor. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Riza comes in for Carmelo Anthony. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Trailblazers trail by 15. Passes it to Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You better respect the interior game a little bit. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, he's been at the line so often tonight, but only just now is he starting to look comfortable.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Second free throw, no good. New Orleans leading by 14. Right wing, here's Hart. And again, New Orleans has no luck. It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Ball against McCollum. Lillard left side. Right side, good.
Such an intelligent guy. I mean, have you guys heard Lillard's album? He spits bars. He's also excellent at reading and torching the defense, too.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 8. Lillard with the rebound. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. From the wing, it's good. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half. Pelicans leading by 10. Ball with it, now guarded by Labissiere.
Oh, you got to prevent Ball from getting a lane. It's that simple, but when you don't, this happens.
And Lillard gets double teamed. And Labissiere throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Trailblazers trail by 12. And Lillard gets double teamed, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Lillard. 3rd in scoring, 9th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy, and everyone else knows it as well. Hayes is checked in for New Orleans. E'Twaun Moore comes in for Josh Hart. Moore with the bucket.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
And not just a long-range gunner, but E'Twaun Moore also blessed Greg, one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane that makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
They throw good. McCollum. Anthony's checked in for Labissiere. And so McCollum nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Ball kicks to Okafor. Dishes it to Redick. Pass the ball. The 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from McCollum.
And this is why McCollum is an all-star caliber player. Possesses the ability to score on intense defense.
The pass to Okafor. Over Whiteside. Again, the Pelicans score.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Here's Simons. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Here's McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Heating up like a microwave. Once McCollum gets a few to fall, you know he's a rhythm.
New Orleans leading by 10. Ball, the pass to Okafor. He dishes it to Redick. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Redick's got 10 points in the game.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the 3-point line.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. The feed now to Whiteside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Redick with it, now defended by McCollum. Ball, the pass to Moore. Good on the bucket. Moore's got 4 this quarter.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Pass to Whiteside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Kept alive. And the jam by Whiteside.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now, here's Ball. 10 points for him. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, And that's just 2 easy points.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Zach Collins comes in for Anthony, and Hood subbed in for McCollum. Simons surveying the D. Here's Ariza. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Ariza's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Ariza loves getting these mid-range James. I mean, quick to fire from there.
Poked away. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 13. Passes it to Simons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Second, the Pelicans.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
No good on the free throw.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Jackson. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Just nothing going right for him at the line. He's lost some confidence up there.
Here's Holiday. Makes it off the glass. Holiday's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Now, here's Ariza. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
"16 seconds left in the third." Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He didn't turn it over once in the first half. All of a sudden, he's giving them one gift after another gift after another.
Here's Simons. 8 points for him. Pass to Collins. Outside Hood. And stolen by Redick. And no good that time. And so it's New Orleans. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Ingram is out there with Hayes. And it's Favors in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Lillard. after Drew Holiday's score. Nurkic in the post, working on Hayes. Nurkic can't hit. Moore with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Hassan Whiteside.
At the line for your Pelicans, Ejuan Moore.
And the first one drops.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Anthony comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And McCollum subbed in for Mario Hezonja. And so Moore nails both of them. Here's Lillard. Now the pass to Nurkic. Looking for Hood. He gets it there. Nurkic kicks to Anthony. Goes up again, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Favors, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Free throw good. Nurkic.
Oh, man, an underrated big man. Nurkic, I mean, his brute strength is intimidating to deal with on both ends.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hezonja's checked in. And both free throws good for Nurkic. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. They get a hand on it. Wide open. And it's finished off inside by McCollum. McCollum's got 20.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 15-point game. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Trent's checked in. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Ball, the bounce pass. Williamson with it. Now Anthony defending, and it's Williamson missing. Trailblazers trail by 15. Anthony right side. Feeds it to Nurkic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
That one is off. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. And Portland with a change here too. Simons is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's Ball. Outside Holiday. Pass to Williamson. Over Anthony. And that one hits back iron. Trailblazers trail by 14. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Here's Ball. Pass to Williamson. Knocks it loose. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Now here's Anthony. Back to Nurkic. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pelicans leading by 14. Here's Ingram. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's just great work inside. Ingram showing the tool set.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Ball. Simons, the pass to Trent. It's deflected. Now, here's Ball. Defense is right there. The shot from the low post is good.
Just an amazing ball handler. Sometimes balls move with the rock are flat out unguardable.
Power down with both hands.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And so here is New Orleans. Portland making their last shot. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, most of the time, even hard fouls won't stop Zion. One of the best in the league, already at finishing through contact.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. That free throw good from Williamson. Trailblazers trail by 19. Lillard outside. McCollum outside. Over Holiday. McCollum no good. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And Holiday kicks to Ball. Ingram outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Nurkic, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 13 points for Nurkic.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Ball against Lillard. Fades back. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I tell you what, once Williamson polishes his moves, develops a stronger right hand, he's going to be unstoppable in there.
Lillard, the pass to Hood. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Holiday inside the line, and it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Ball, no good. Trailblazers trail by 17. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Nurkic. McCollum's got 11 points here in just the second half. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Banked in off the glass. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck for me.
Out to Anthony. There's the 3. But he gets it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Now here's Williamson. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Ingram with the steal. Outside Holiday. And there's the pass to Williamson. And stolen by Lillard. Goes up. And Lillard throws it down.
Improving as a distributor, it helps when Hood tries to share it like this.
Pelicans leading by 15. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Anthony's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. McCollum kicks to Anthony. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
shots.
And he makes the first.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Miller's checked in for Jahlil Okafor. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williamson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength, it's the body control.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. McCollum finds Whiteside. Back to McCollum, and stolen by Williamson. The 19-foot shot, and he overshot that one, missing. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Holiday. Portland making their last shot. He feeds it to Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. McCollum outside. Down low. Whiteside, the pass to McCollum. Just 3 to shoot. Here's the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Ball's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
And here are the Pelicans now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Trailblazers down by 15. Shot clock at 6. Pass the ball. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Lillard outside. And McCollum now atop the key. Outside Hood. Lillard against Holiday. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Right side, no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. The lead is 15. Now here's Williamson. Covered by Anthony. Here's Holiday. The putback. The offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
270, 275, 280, who cares? He's incredibly explosive. Williamson will wear you out in there.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses.
This has become a theme for these guys. Way too many missed chances at the line.
And he sinks the second. Trailblazers trail by 16. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Ingram with the steal. Ball against McCollum. Ball kicks to Williamson. Ball against McCollum. Ball, the pass to Williamson. This one for three. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Trying to end the drought. McCollum, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's Ball. Ingram kicks to Ball. Passes to Holiday. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pelicans.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Jrue Holiday.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Lillard from deep three-point land. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Now here's Lillard. No good from outside. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Holiday.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Now here's Lillard, and Lillard gets double teamed to the right side. Lets it go from deep. The Trailblazers rebound. Tries a 3. Trent can't hit. Lillard against Holiday. Pass to Hart. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil, here at home with a competitive matchup. What got you guys over the top tonight?
To stand together as a team, playing as hard as we could. The fans were great, and we wanted to play good for them.
And you surely did, Jalil. Thanks a lot for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.